Alrighty, today we are hiking Mount Eisenhower in the Southern Presidential Range of New Hampshire. Elevation is 4,760 feet. And we are taking the Edmonds Path, 2.9 miles to the Crawford Path. Then we'll take the Mount Eisenhower Loop, another 0.4 miles to the top. According to my books, this is one of the more easy hikes in the Presidential Range, either north or south. Let's see if that holds true. Alright, we are coming up to a brook crossing, but as you can see, there's a bridge. This makes this a hell of a lot easier. Very nice. Onward we go. So far the grade is really easy, although thinking a little bit it's going to get a tad steeper, a little more moderate. Plus there are these pits all over the sides of the trail. Could be places where they dug out stones to pave the path. Or they could just be ancient baths, I'm not entirely sure. Still cool nonetheless. Alright, the trail's starting to climb a bit. Not too bad though. Shouldn't be that bad overall, though I think it gets a little more steep after this. Onward we go. The grade has picked up quite a bit since we left the flat portion of the trail, but it's not that bad. As you can hopefully see here, I've done some maintenance lately, clearing blowdowns and whatnot. Very, very nice. Okay, I see what appears to be a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So, I think you should be getting close to that crossing of Mount Pleasant Brook. Just thought I'd share a quick tidbit about this trail. This is called the Edmonds Path. It was named after the pioneer trail maker in the late 1800s and early 1900s, J. Rayner Edmonds. He constructed trails like this, and I believe he also made the Valley Way Trail up Mount Madison too. Gotta give him props for building such relatively gentle trails on such difficult terrain. Alright, now I believe this is the Stone Gateway. That's 2.2 miles up this trail. If it's not this, I don't know what it is. Onward we continue. Well, we made it to the Mount Pleasant Brook crossing, and over there is where I turned back on my most recent attempt of Eisenhower before this. Hopefully I can get my redemption. But wow, look at the views. Just incredible. And I will meet you at the junction with the Crawford Path. Now I believe this to be the level section of the trail that skirts the summit cone of Mount Eisenhower. Should be around maybe 2-3 of a mile to the Crawford Path and the Mount Eisenhower Loop. We will be taking the ladder trail to the top. god, this is amazing. I believe that's Mount Franklin up there, either that or Mount Monroe, not entirely sure. Just can't believe how beautiful this area above tree line is. Glad I came here, and this, in my opinion, is an excellent peak to mark my 36 4,000 footer, which means I'm 3/4 of the way down the list. Yippee! I think this is Red Rock Pond, located between the col of Mount Eisenhower and Mount Franklin. Neat little pond, although not as spectacular as Lakes of the Clouds, or Lakes of the Crowds as I should say. Well, onward we go up there. Man, the summit was just so crowded and so windy that I couldn't really get a speaking clip, so I just had to get a silent clip. I had to struggle to take a picture of myself. But still, 36 is in the bag, and now we're going to look for some place to eat lunch off the Crawford Path, which should be pretty sheltered, as it's on the east side of the summit. Oh yeah, for the record, we decided to head down the other side of Mount Eisenhower on the other end of the loop trail. And we're going to take the Crawford Path back to the Edmonds Path. And if all goes well, I'll meet you back at the trailhead. Alright, we are back at the trailhead. So far, it's actually pretty cool. Even though it was cold and windy, the views are good, and heck, the cold and wind made it even a bit more adventurous. Round trip distance was 7.1 miles with, I think, 2,800 feet of elevation gain, I'm not sure. So, from the Edmonds Path in Mount Eisenhower, see you on my next adventure.